Hi, everyone. As I wait for people to join, whether you're watching it live or you are watching the replay, in the comments, please leave a comment where you're from, and I'll give you minutes and I'll get started. As you guys are letting me know where you're from, I'm going to also put in the chat some of my socials and then I'll get started. All right. I hope you've had a chance to look at my session. If you haven't, check your links that have been sent to you. And if you have not upgraded to the Power Pack, my session will go away tonight at 11:59 Eastern Time. So if you would like access to it again, please get the Power Pack so you can watch not only my session, but all the other incredible speaker sessions for ever, I think, if I read that correctly. So such an invaluable resource. And you also get some really cool goodies that were curated by each of the presenters. So that's really awesome too. I wanted, again, please in the chat, just let me know where you're from, whether you're watching this live with me or on a playback. A couple questions I had for you as you respond to the comments and whatnot is, how was the workflow for you? It works for me, but I don't know if it works for other educators. I try to make it streamlined and easy. And I am a high school science teacher in Arkansas, and I have 3 different subjects that I teach daily. So I'm very limited on time. So where I've used AI is an extension of my planning time or my planning buddy. I have a curriculum at my school, but sometimes I have to fill it in with worksheets that I have to curate myself for my students because the curriculum that comes with what the district bought doesn't suffice, or we need different material, different reading levels. And that's where AI really comes in and helps me differentiate with and scaffold to all my students. And hopefully that gives you ideas too. I'd also like to ask, if you created something from the session when you watched it, if you will put a public view link of what you created so that we can all be inspired with what you created. And then I will share what I created also, the choice book. So I'll put that in the chat and you can look at it. I didn't create a rubric from with this, so let's get the link for you. So I'm sharing my public view link. Here's mine, and if you'll drop yours, so we can take a look at AI and work. And it's also amazing to see what other educators are using. We work best when we collaborate, and I truly think that is very true when you're working with AI. So go ahead and drop your view links into the comments if you'd like to share what you did. If you'd like feedback, let us know. and I will do my best, and I'm sure the community will jump in on that also. While we're here, and if you have any questions, comments, over Can you hear me now? 13 minutes later. Oh my gosh. Well, I had earbuds in. Long story short, we're traveling right now, so I'm not home. So I'm not like my usual setup. So I was trying to like be quiet and put in headphones. And so anyway, welcome. Hello. So okay. It was totally working beforehand. So I'm sorry for I don't know if we can cut out the first 13 minutes. But if you've been here, that's fine too. Um, anyway, so I'm glad that's working. It may be a little echoey. Again, I'm not in my usual setup. And so it was working when I was checking it in the StreamYard. Like I was getting those green checks, like, okay, I'm good to go. And I heard it like previously. Anyway, welcome everyone. If you've been checking out my chat, I'm so glad you're here. And please let me know where you're from. Thank you for sticking around if you're still here watching on the live. And please comment in the chat where you're from. And everyone, whether you're live with me now or you are watching the replay, I also want to remind you that my session is not available tomorrow. So at 11:59 tonight Eastern time, it is gone unless you get the power pack. Then you have I believe, a lifetime um, viewership of not just my session, but all the other incredible speakers and the really cool power pack that comes with it that were carefully curated with the other speakers. So just really, really cool upgrade. And I think the price increases tomorrow at 3 Eastern time from $39 to $59. So if that is of value to you, definitely look into it and get that so you can watch this whenever you want. I hope you've had a chance to watch my session before joining in on this live Q&A. So if you watch the session, it was really short, and I'll be very honest. I thought it was way too short, but then I realized, in essence, looking back on it, I think it's supposed to be short. AI, in my eyes, is not supposed to be this long, drawn out, complicated process. Although it may appear like that at the beginning, it should be very once you get used to it, it becomes very second nature, very purposeful, just like everything you do in the classroom, and it becomes this extension of you. So I hope you were able to watch it and you had homework after watching it. You're supposed to create the product based on my suggested workflow in Magic School. And again, my talking is all out of order. If you, because of the headphone, the technical error, I am Sue, and sorry to introduce you. If you didn't get to watch it, that's okay. We can work through it together too. I'm a science teacher in Arkansas, so I have zero time during the school day because I teach 3 different sciences all day long. I teach physical science, physics, and environmental science. So AI has literally saved so much time for me and made my workflow. I'm more efficient this year than I've ever been. And to be honest, I am more creative this year than I've been all year long. Am I still muted? Can you hear me now? Like him? I think the mic's working now, but if it's not, please let me know. Okay, excellent. I hope you can hear me, Elikim. I'm not sure. So hopefully you can hear me, maybe the playback or exit out and come back in. We did get the mic issue resolved. Or maybe I'm just late and I'm just now seeing that. But if you have not watched that session, please do that. And so I was dropping links in the comments, and this was supposed to be a very collaborative Q&A session where you came in with your questions about the workflow, and also if you were comfortable to share your public link to the product that you created, which is a choice board activity. And so if you want to, whether it's now or if you decide I'm going to make it tonight and bring back the link later, I would love for this to be a space where you drop your link, and then if you would like feedback, everyone would be happy to chime in, take a look at it, and give you feedback. Or if you just wanted to share what you created, I think the most inspiring thing is we can bounce ideas off each other, okay? So again, in the chat, post your link that you created, the choice board that you made, And hopefully with the choice board, I gave you a document of the prompts that I use in Magic School, and you should have been able to also create a really informative directions, introductions, and a really cool rubric for an all-in-one encompassing and engaging activity. So I dropped that in the link, and then I also, oh, awesome. And so, like, I'm so glad you're here. And if you created something, I would love to see what you made. Again, I think some of the best takeaways I've had from presenting a lot this year is giving teachers and educators time to explore and create in these AI tools. So I would love to see what you made, and I'm sure others would too. Again, this is just a really awesome collaborative space. We have incredible speakers that will be in and out of this Facebook group, checking the chats, and it's just a really good place to get some feedback. So, did you have any questions, Elikim, about Magic School or with AI in general? I'd be happy to answer them. I'm also going to drop in the link or in the chat. If you have not downloaded the Magic School Chrome extension, I think it's underrated and I think people forget about it. I know there's a lot of new AI products and platforms out there, so things get lost in the mix. And so I just wanted to share this with you. This is the Magic School Chrome extension. It does exist. And I think it is, if you love Magic School, I think you'll really like its integration in Google Docs and Google products. So I put that in the chat. And you can't see, but I'm also wearing my Magic School swag. And just really love Magic School. There are several out there that are amazing. I just really wanted to highlight Magic School. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, I also wanted to point out a couple more really favorite tools of mine within Magic School. And Ilikim, if you had something you wanted to share and drop it in the chat, be happy to look at it and we can look at it together and really be a point of inspiration for all the other viewers too. I know it can take a couple minutes to type and find your links. So I'll give you a little bit before I move on to show another really awesome magic tool that Magic School just released within the past week or so since I've recorded the session. Yeah, if you have a link, I would love to see what you made. So it's those prompts I made myself, and the workflow is something I created just after doing it. It's become like this rinse and repeat for me. I've created another choice board since, actually several choice boards since. Oh, good. I'm glad. Um, it's become this rinse and repeat process, and I think that is a good thing for me in creating these useful classroom materials. So if it's become really natural for you and that workflow works for you, I'd love to get feedback on it or what can work better. Please let me know. Okay, so I also wanted to go over the worksheet generator. If you have Magic School open, and if you're not there, you can definitely open up another tab. When you log in into Magic School, you should be able to, at the very top, there's now a worksheet generator. I have not played with it too much yet, but I think it's been really interesting to see what it can generate. So I'm not sure if I can share my screen with this. I think I can. Okay, so I just wanted to share the screen. When you log into Magic School now, I don't know if it's sharing on the other end. I don't think it's sharing. But when you log into Magic School, you get the worksheet generator, and I would love for us to walk through it. If this is your only time to explore AI tools and your only time to go into Magic School, and if you've never used Magic School before, I want to leave a little bit of time for you to also explore this. So hopefully, again, from the session, the pre-recorded session, you use the choice board generator and use Raina to create a rubric and directions and introduction. And I'd like for you to go and try out the new worksheet generator. When you open it, it asks you your grade level that you'd like to customize it to. And I'd love for us to just work something through together and we can share in this collaborative space what you created. And again, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat so I can help you answer. So again, I am giving us time for these last 5-6 minutes to explore a little bit more of Magic School, especially the new worksheet generator tool. And I try to share my screen, but I don't think it's working to share screen on my end anyway. So go into it, go to Magic School worksheet generator. I'm going to make something for motion diagrams. That's what we're studying right now in 9th grade physical science. And I would love to see what you create on your end. Oh, okay, you have not gotten it done yet. That's okay. When you do get it done, I don't know if you're on social media at all. I would love to see a preview of it, or if you want to send me a link of it. And if you even go through, like if you make, however you decide to share it, like him, and then tag me in it at Super Science, I would love to see what you make. And I would also like to see after you use it with your students, what they thought. What did you think about it? Did it meet your standards? Did it meet what you were your target um, objectives? Mine have been really on target, and I've been really pleased with what Magic School has been able to prompt out for me. And I keep looking down here because I also have my phone. I'm watching the chat and Facebook too. And so, like, what do you teach? I'd love to know, and where you're from. And I think there is a delay between your comments and me seeing them. So I do apologize if I'm answering like 30 seconds late or a minute late. So I'm in the worksheet generator. I'm just punching out, see how it, what it's going to give me with motion diagrams and graphs. HSAR, hello. Welcome to the live Q&A. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm so glad you're here. So if you're working live with me or in the replay in the worksheet generator, just gain some extra time to explore Magic School, which again, this exploration time is super important. When I put it in, I got some fill in the blanks with a word bank. I also have some multiple choice questions that Magic School already prompted out for me. And then I also have open-ended questions, there are about 3 of them, and an answer key. So if I ever need extra curriculum or extra worksheets to extend on my curriculum, I think this could be really useful for my science classes. And again, I'm 9 through 12, but I can still seeing this worksheet generator just helping all levels. Do you guys have any other questions for me with Magic School or AI in general? I will check the chat periodically. And so if you have any questions, I'll definitely be responding back. And if I, for some reason, miss you, send me a chat or a DM on in LinkedIn or on Instagram, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But my DMs are open for you at any times if you need any help with Magic School or inspiration, how to use Magic School, or really any AI. I'd be happy to look at it and help you think through that process to make your final products purposeful, intentional, and something that really extends from your personality that matches your curriculum. I'll just leave these last minute or so. If you have any final questions, so please put them in the chat if you're here with me live. Otherwise, we'll be signing off very shortly, and I appreciate you guys joining in. Remember, my session ends tonight at 11:59 Eastern Time. So if you'd like to watch it again or have a friend watch it again, please upgrade to the Power Pack. It goes from $39 to $59 tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So it is a value, if it's valuable to you to watch all of these incredible speakers again and get those amazing products that they have carefully curated for you, I think it's worth the value. I hope to see you guys on my socials. Please follow me and share your products with me, what you create in your curriculum. So I would love to see what you do with AI. And thank you for being curious and using AI in your classroom. So I'll see you guys soon, and y'all have a good weekend.